Alrighty guys, hey guys, welcome back to another Arrowvers recap. If you guys don't understand what I do in these, I recap all the shows in one episode so you guys don't have to keep searching for them, even though that people come out with recap videos on the same day. But hey, with me, I don't know what I do anymore. So, without further ado, this episode is Batwoman and Supergirl episode 7, Flash episode 6, and Arrow episode 5. So, without further ado, let's recap. So, the threat of so we're doing Batwoman episode 7, which is otherwise entitled Tell Me the Truth, which is Batwoman. The threat of this episode is Rifle. The missions. We get introduced to a new character, Julia. Her mission is to stop the rifle. Kate's mission is to talk to Sophie, and Alice is to kill all gun workers. Yeah. Okay. Batwoman stops an assassination attempt on some rich people, on people who also were helping out with the gun that Alice stole last week. Sophie tries to talk to Kate about her knowing that it's her. She knows the identity and that she'll tell the father if she doesn't. Then there's a woman on the phone talking about a suit. But then, later in the episode, we figure out it's Julia Pennyworth, which is the child of Alfred Pennyworth. And then, Kate is training to get out frustration about Sophie. And then we get some sexy time flashbacks. And then we go to 3-1. Then there's 3 heat seeks, so they're trying to stop the rifle from killing this guy. And so there's 3 heat signatures. One is the shooter, one is the guy, and then the third one is Julia. And then we know it's her. Kate knows it's her when she does a punch that she taught her. Tyler is catching on to Sophie, the husband. Yeah. And then there's some family drama with that. Jacob went upstate. Mouse gets Derek, which was the guy that they've been trying to kill, like in the assassination gun, and then the other one. And then the shooter worked for Alice. They're killing scientists because they are ones responsible for creating the gun, and so they don't want anyone else using gun to get something. Kate is using the gun to get something from Sophie? Don't know. Julia followed Rifle for 8 months. Julia and Luke catch up. And then a little bit more flashbacks, military papers on homosexuality. And then the stupid thing that they did was that there was a bullet hole when the assassinator missed, and so they just framed the bullet hole. Kate talks to Sophie, and then there's a big old fight about homosexuality. So Kate and them go to the bar that was attacked, and then that's why we're there. And so Sophie comes to Kate, and they're talking. Kate goes to grab the hand, and the guy's like, "Oh hey, bitch, stop doing that because I don't like homosexuality." Yeah. And then that guy comes up with terrible excuses for hating on the homos. A little bit more flashbacks. Jacob talked to Sophie about staying in, and then Sophie took a Medal of Honor. And then Sophie told Tyler about her and Kate, and then he's like, when were you planning to tell me this? Were you ever going to tell me this? Something like that. Moving to Plan C, because Sophie's possibly going to tell her father. But he's out of state. And Mary comes to talk and is like, whoa, you got a safe room? And yeah. And then Alice has liquid stuff. Yeah. From that person, from the rifle, from the other person. A Crow are on the scene. They were tracking the weapon, and then, and yeah, Catherine goes to Jacob, and yeah, two Kates, one. So Sophie sees Batwoman and it's like, I told your father already. And then, she was like, Sophie? And then there's two Kates, and then one of them is Julia, and then Rifle uses the gun to shoot Julia, and then Crow take Julia, and then they're on the chase, but then Kate takes a gun and shoots the tires, and then boom, and then saves Julia, and then the gun didn't kill her because Alice put something in there to not kill Batwoman. So yeah. And yeah. Yeah, and then actually, but before that, but way before that, Sophie tells Jacob about Kate. And so after this whole thing, Julia leaves. Kate is making a gay bar now. And then the last thing was that Jacob was a mouse. So any scene that Jacob was in, it was mouse. And the quote is from Luke, saying, oh, so you two know each other. Alright, now we're on to Supergirl episode 7, otherwise entitled Tremors. The thread is Ramacon, which is spelled R-A-M-A, and then Khan Academy, C-H-A-N. Something like that. The next episode's called Wrath of Ramacon, which comes out December 1st. Oh yeah, they're going on a break. Those Batwoman and Supergirl are going on a break for 1 week. And then the missions, Kara and Lena's is to stop the Earthbender, which is Ramacon. Alex and Brainy find the hideout, and Leviathan is get amulet. So, the episode starts off with Kara and John training to fight Leviathan. John gets hurt. He gets flashes from, as if Malefic was still around. Leviathan lady is at LexCorp trying to get the medallion, or amulet, or whatever. Lena needs the fortress, and so, yeah. Malefic flashes. Yeah, they're Malefic flashes like he's still here. Like he's in the Phantom Zone. Yeah. Leviathan destroyed the dinosaurs. So the Leviathan lady's name is actually Margot. Margot is Leviathan lady's name, the old lady's name. Ramacon, their plan is to stop the people disrupting the Earth. That's what Leviathan's whole mission is. Um, Leviathan is in the Hebrew books 6 times apparently. Ramakon attacks Lena, and then Supergirl comes and saves Lena. Ramakon caused big history stuff, not like big Earth stuff. Ramakon is like 1,000 years old. Lena tricks Kara to bring her to the fortress. John goes to his father. Rip found... They found Rip, but we know from last episode that he was killed. And so, they found Rip, and then boom. Brainy gets a little cut, but then goes... And then Alex starts to freaking fall and faint. John's father tells him that Malefic is in another prison, but on Earth, like he's just down the block. Rip's armor. Brainy took some of Rip's armor and to study, and then Alex gets a little dizzy. Lex protocol in the fortress, so if any type of Luthor comes in, then it'll create an ice force field around them. And then John's father told him to reach Malefic. John has to risk death. Kara compliments. Lena gets compliments from Lena. Ramakon found out where Lena is. Lena starts to take over the fortress, so Kara goes to the computer and is like, boop, beep, beep, boop, 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 and then let's go, we found the weapons. And then she's like, we need to figure out which weapon we need. And then, can I try it out? Boop, 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 took it over, boop, boop, boop. And, yeah. Found what is needed to destroy the dude, to destroy Ramakon. This whole episode is trying to figure out how to stop this Ramakon. Brainy is going crazy again over the Leviathan. So the pieces from the tech have a particular symbol that leads them to their spot. So, yeah. Leviathan headquarters is in National City. Date with Alex and Kelly is interrupted by Brainy coming to Alex and being like, hey, I found the hideout. And so Brainy and Alex are on the scene of the Leviathan headquarters. Ramakon is at the fortress while Alex and Brainy are at the hideout. Lena tells Kara she's using her. So there was a season 1 thing, I forgot what it was called, but then she's like, why do you have that? Oh, I've been using you like you've been using me. And then they have a fight. I didn't really care about that, but I knew that person on Blind Wave would cry. Lena traps Kara and John goes to Malefic to bond. And they do, and so Kara is still trapped in there at the end of the episode, and so now she's stuck in there until next episode. Alright, so the quote is Kara saying, you ready for a road trip? Okay. Now, we're on to that thing that we're on yesterday. For me, right now I would have been, 13 minutes done with just next week's episode. Possible. Alright, so now we're on to Flash, episode 6, otherwise entitled License to Elongate. The threat is Remington, and the mission is Ralph and Barry is find Sue, or stop Remington. Chester and Cecile's mission is discovering their identities, and Nash and Allegra is get into the hideout. Into Manavu's hideout. Alright, so first things first, Nash shows the team the Monitor's hideout, and then the hideout is protected by Eternium. That's why he needed to find it, because if he found Eternium, then that's where Monitor is. And so, And Nash needs an artifact to get around the Eternium. Chester is all good. Now he has it all to himself. And there's like funny moments. Chester is dead in the articles, but he's not dead. Barry shows Joe a new elongated man emblem. And but Ralph has a mission to go find other people. And Barry tags along on Ralph's kick. Ralph is a Bond. He is like, Ralph. Ralph Dibney. And then there's a little joke where he's like, my name's Alan Barry. Well, hello there, Alan Barry. And Barry is bad at improving, and he's just like, we got $1 million after we sold our business. Yeah. Ralph got a VIP ticket from Julia. Nash and Allegra, Nash is looking for UV rays, and Allegra is UV rays. So Cecile helps Chester with finding his new identity a little bit. But then Chester misses Natalie, and he really just wants to talk to Natalie. So that's what Cecile does for him, and tries to do for him in the episode. Games with Remington. So they play games with Remington. Ralph and Barry play games with Remington. Ultraviolet at the event. But then the event is filled with criminals. Chester has some problems with Natalie because Cecile is right in his ear, and so he doesn't, and she's reading Natalie wrong, and so yeah. Allegra is down in the hideout place, and so the reason that Nash is like, if you help me, and I'll give you the story of a lifetime, multiple Earths, doppelgangers, and something that is coming to destroy all Earths. And yeah, and so Nash gives the identity of Flash to Allegra. Like, what the fuck, Nash? And Allegra doesn't want to use her powers. She is scared to becoming her cousin. She is scared of becoming Ultraviolet, which is the bad person. Villains are bidding on a weapon called the Ring of Fire. It's a ring in space. You locate a place and it drops a missile to that area. That's basically what it is. Ralph and Barry get trapped because Ralph wants to do it the Bond way. Flash wants to do it the superhero way. Fast and find Sue. That's what they're there for. They're there to find Sue. Plan of escape fails. They try to do it like a James Bond style, throw it over to the gun, but it fails and just there's a pattern. Really? And then they go like 3, 2, 1, and then they do a stupid joke, which they go, all right, turn to your left, right, no, right, whatever, cool. And yeah, 1 minute till launch. So they get to the dude. He goes like yada yada yada. Central City gates. He didn't turn on the gate. Hello there. And then drunk Barry is funny. Barry is super funny. Barry drunk is super funny because the quote of the day is when he's drunk and he's in the bid. And then there's 1 minute he turns it on. He lets it go, and then he's like, let's go, Ralphie boy. So Remington versus Ralph, and then it is Ultraviolet versus Flash. And yeah, And then they do a 1 minute, 1 second cliche thing, which is stupid. I hate those. I knew it was coming right when I saw the minute. And then I also thought there was a 1 second cliche in Arrow today. And so I was going to be like, on the scene of 1 second cliches. And then Allegra reminds Nash of someone, apparently. Elongated man rally. And then, yeah. And then Barry gets the Medal of Honor. And then Ramsey attacks Ralph. Dun dun dun. The quote of the episode is Drunk Barry saying, so, the line before this is $5 million. And then Barry's like, $500,000,001. Price is Right rules. Ha 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 ha. Funny Betty. Alright, now we're on to Arrow episode 5, otherwise entitled Proxonost. The threat of this episode is Brovu. And the mission of this episode is Team Oliver is get plans and Roy and Diggle is get plutonium. So Oliver's training Mia for like the first 5 minutes or so, first 2 minutes or so with the tennis balls, and then with the sticks, and then arrow training where he tells them all about the arrows, all the trick arrows and stuff. Okay, so and then William comes in and says, yeah, the thing that we need to find in Russia is a pulse wave generator created by the threat of the episode. And so all they need to get is the plans. And yeah, so if they get the pulse wave generator and plutonium, put it together, and the stuff from Earth 2, put all 3 of those things together, it should be able to stop him. Oliver wants to show good side of him, not the bad side of him. So that's why he wants to take the kids there and not show them the bratva. Lila talks to Laura about the monitor. If you don't get it for him, you're not going to get your Earth back. But that's basically what it is. Yeah, steal plans, get her Earth back. Diggle recruits Roy for a mission. Oliver goes to Anatoly. William can speak Russian, apparently. Diggle and Roy on the scene of the plutonium, where it should be going. And then there's a Russian fight club. Oliver Oliver leaves kids for the fight club, and then he gets in there. So, but before that, they have so Anatoly, Laurel, and Oliver are all going into a meeting with the Brovu, and then what Brovu wants is a fighter. If you win this fight, I'll give you the plans. And so Oliver wins, and they're going to get the plans, and yeah, no. If Oliver wins, he gets the plan. So Anatoly reads Laurel and is like, "You're here to betray Oliver. I wouldn't do that if I were you." Or there's some sort of thing going on with them about change or whatever. Oliver in the ring, he goes, "Go." And so Oliver wins, and then so he's up there just about to get the deal, but then Mia comes in and is like, yeah. He's in the ring, but okay, so backtrack. So Oliver's in the ring, he starts losing, and then when he sees his kids come up, he's like, "My kids, go, and then he starts going bad and wins. So Mia made the situation worse, and then so yeah. So back Diggle and Roy. So being a part of a team gets rid of his bloodlust, apparently. Then there's the bell game from whatever season, when you gotta start here, take out the guys there, and you gotta hit the bell. And then he put like a minute up, and so I was like, oh crap, is this gonna be another 1 second cliche? But then she does a okay, so she takes out all the guys, she sees the 4 seconds on the clock, but then she does a freaking barrel roll and was like, oh frick. Yeah. Radical daughter father, and then after that, but then William, Laurel, and Anatoly come and save him, and then the father and daughter fight, and then there's some family drama. Diggle and Roy got the plutonium. Laurel talks to Mia, and yeah, the plan to get the drive. So we'll be like, yo, me and Mia will go in the ring. William, you'll get us in the ring, and you two get the plans. Get it, got it, let's go. But then William decides, what if it's 6 against these two, eh? And then, so yeah. Me and Oliver are in the ring, and then they're doing some badass stuff. And then Laurel has the drive. Oliver makes a toast for Mia and William. Roy is sticking around. Don't know how long. Their goodbyes to Anatoly. Mia's like, you gotta send me those photos of my dad with that hair. And then Oliver says, we are brothers now. Yeah. And then, yeah. Laurel brings not the drive to Lila, but she brings Oliver and Diggle to Lila. And she's like, I love these guys, and you guys can die. But then Lila hits them with toxic gas or something like that. And so, yeah. The quote from this episode is Anatoly saying, maybe you should have, let me get my accent. Maybe you should have kept your secret identity secret. Tell me how good my accent is, please. So yeah. Alright guys, hope you guys liked this episode. If you guys did, please leave a big like down below. And if you guys haven't already, please subscribe. Batwoman, Supergirl, not on next week.